I shouldn't have been on the phone for this long. I had promised myself that I'll immediately sit down and work as I was laying in bed. And then I got tempted. We'll work on it. It's okay. So the idea is to so hi. So the idea is to make this illustration of this person sitting in a room looking at a phone, but it's like a miniature painting, like the framing of it. And I'm planning to do it on my iPad because I'm a little afraid of doing it on with ink paper. Maybe let's see. I'll do it on my iPad, and then I'll figure out the layout, and then I could duplicate the thing on pen and paper. Let's see. This didn't charge. Oh, my iPad's gonna die. It didn't charge the entire night. Shit. I'm looking at some of Nilofer Suleiman's works because I feel that would be very she does a very similar thing in terms of concept, in which she'll take these maximalist miniature paintings and create them in sort of like a modern context, at least from what I understand. Don't quote me on this. But yeah, now looking at this work, I feel like what if I did this at and maybe a setting that is not my room, maybe like a child shop or something. Maybe where else could it be? Maybe it could be like a bunch of locations. You know? That would be interesting. It's the same figure that's looking at the same phone, but the locations change. That's actually very interesting. I'll sketch it out a little bit. And all these characters that usually come onto the phone are also are ghost-like figures that are protruding out of the phone. It could also be like a morning to evening sort of a thing, perhaps. Perspective is going to be hard. That's something I struggle with in the first place. Why am I doing this? Because that's who I've also become to a certain extent. In this past week, I have been looking at my phone so much, consuming so much media. Yesterday, I think in the morning, I spent a solid 5 hours on my phone, just scrolling, and that made my head hurt the entire day. My temples. Is this temple? Here. Which is horrible, So maybe just as something to get myself out of it, perhaps. That'll be interesting, I think. Something that I struggle with is maintaining the difference between inspiration. Actually, I don't struggle with it anymore. It used to be a thing back in 11th and 12th, because my art teacher constantly used to like just give us like references, and they would just say copy it, copy it, copy it. And I understand as a student we need to copy to learn technique, but I didn't understand it till my first year of college that, you know, at one point I was supposed to make original art. I remember distinctly this one um, project in 11th, in which I had to come up with a poster, and so I made like an original poster, like an original idea, and it was about oil and you know, petrol and stuff, fossil fuels, something like conservation. And I came up with an original idea, and she just looked at it and she was like, where's the where did you look at take this image from? And I told her, no, it was from my mind, it's original. And then she just looked at me and she was like, this won't work, go find something on the internet. And that made me like really doubt my own creativity of original thought as an artist, which is a little sad because I didn't understand that you were supposed to take inspiration and not actually like copy. Not for a very long time, just for a little amount of time afterwards. But it's also interesting how everything I come up with is also like original art. Like I can't help but make it my own. Like I'd hate for it to look like, actually I can't, like even if I try to, it ends up looking like something that I want to like I'll end up adding my own thing to it. Trying to be an actor, and I did this ad, and it's getting a fair amount of, not fair amount, but little like hate from the same group of people. And I know that nobody in real life would ever say these things to me because I'm very well loved, and I'm extremely grateful for that. And everybody, and I am a full three-dimensional, four-dimensional person, like a proper person. Whatever you see of me on ads or social media or like whatever, it's a character at the end of it. It's not my personality, it's not me. And I think I am able to differentiate between the two to a certain extent, where it feels like if somebody's commenting on something, then it's for the character and not for me. I think what I'm gonna do is take a picture of this face angled like this, and take that as the reference for perspectives and everything, and start making a skeletal structure based on that. And then perhaps I could also like end up with this like animation. I don't know. Let's see.
एक छोटे से शहर में बसती थी एक लड़की। उसको सब प्यार से बुलाते थे लड़ोखड़ी। अब लड़ोखड़ी की समस्या बड़ी गंभीर थी। उसको चाहिए था एक फ़ोन। दरअसल हुआ ऐसा था कि वो गई थी सिनेमा हॉल और वहाँ उसे मिले बहुत शातिर सा एक लड़का। उसके बगल में बैठी थी एक सुंदर सी लड़की। लड़का लड़की एक दूसरे के हाथ में फ़ोन लिए बैठे फ़ोटो खींच रहे थे। अनोखी सी समस्या थी लड़ोखड़ी की। I don't know where I'm going with this, but I felt like I should write it down. It could be a play. It could be nothing at all actually. I'm imagining it like a little film in my head. Like based in a small village, early 2000s, दो छोटी रिबन, पता नहीं, देखते हैं. So I was thinking, and this whole vlog situation, I've been wanting to document my life ever since I was a child. I just feel like a lot happens to me, and I find it very interesting to document the everyday, my everyday life. Like what I really want is to have like somebody just like follow me with a camera, because sometimes honestly like it feels like that. It sounds so shallow. It's probably fine though. I feel as though documenting my life will be a very good source of reference as an artist to see what is it that leads up to a creative thing, you know, or even if it doesn't lead up to any creative thing, or if it does, then like it's all the better. But like what does that actually look like, you know? What does a lived experience of an artist creating art look like? The in-between moments, the moments where nothing is happening, the non-inspiration in this moment. So I've always wanted to document it. And also I've lived a life that's very transient. Like everything keeps changing. I'm sure everything keeps changing for everyone, but mine changes at like a very rapid rate, because my father had a transferable job, and so the memories of the space that I'm always in, of how I exist in that space, are very important to me, because I know I'm never gonna get those back again. Yeah, look at this streaming. I love it. This could be something. Inspiration. Maybe. I just saw a cockroach in my sink, and I feel like throwing up all the dinner that I just ate. I have been otherwise sketching, and then my iPad's on 3% battery, so I wasn't able to. I've been unsure about this color, and it's not complete, but something like this it is. Hello, it's 2 a.m. and I just finished uploading yesterday's vlog. I'm running a day behind. So, but I'll show you what I did. This, it's still not complete, but I feel like the basic idea is there. And then tomorrow, perhaps I'll either complete that or I'll make a part 2 of this, or I'll do both, like, since I won't be able to do this, like I won't be able to do that um, everywhere. I'll be able to take this with me to class and stuff. So let's see.